To succeed, you need to dedicate a significant amount of time and committing to the learning program just as you would in a regular school program. Hey guys, it's Jens and I'm very excited to be sharing this video with you guys today. I see so many countries are on lockdown mode, and this also means that most colleges and universities also have to be online. It was a very unpredicted move, and I feel that there is a lot of absence in guidance. I hope that this video might keep you enthusiastic about your online classes, because I'm in my third year of studying online and I feel that I could give you some of my personal tips of making it this far. So before we start, a little bit of my background. I am studying computer science and I feel like these tips apply to me in general. I know that every major has a different set of rules, but I hope that you could take something from this and apply to your own major. Now without further ado, let's get started. So my first tip for you would be good preparation and truly understanding each subject or module. You have to understand that online courses are not an easy way to learn, but rather a more convenient way. To succeed, you need to dedicate a significant amount of time and committing to the learning program just as you would in a regular school program. Now, I understand for some of you this might be very difficult because some people get their energy and enthusiasm from the classroom itself. That is why it's very crucial to take a day or two to read through all of the study guides and learning materials to get a good sense of the course outline, which brings me to the second point. Identifying your objectives and study goals. To keep track of your online course, make sure that you always keep in mind what you have to accomplish by the end. Start by taking each chapter and looking at what you have to achieve by the end. Take this book for example, Data Structures Using C++. Now let's say I have 8 chapters that I have to finish in 8 weeks. This gives me 1 chapter per week. Now be careful here because some of the first chapters might be very easy compared to the last chapters. So if you could, try to do 2 chapters per week for the first 2 or 3 weeks, which gives you a lot more time for the last chapters. Also make sure that your assignment due dates and your chapters sort of align so that you don't miss any of the assignments. Now that you have these 2 down, it's time for number 3, which is building a study plan. It is important to plan ahead and not waiting 1 or 2 days before you submit an assignment. My general rule of thumb here is to study 2 weeks before everything. So let's say you have studied for 6 weeks in and you want to take a week trip somewhere. Then it's very easy to just take that week and then go on the next. Or if you're really struggling with one of the chapters and you want to take an extra week to finish it off, it would be really easy to do so. Over here, I just want to show you the way I structured my different modules for the semester. So basically, I will make a folder divided into 2 semesters. So for the first semester, if I click here, there will be a file for every module that I take. And then within each file, I will always put in a picture of all my assignments and the due dates for every assignment. And then within each folder, there would be another one for projects, where I just put all my projects together, my past exam papers, as well as a tutorial letter and my prescribed book. I always download everything when the semester begins because sometimes it happens that I'm not at an internet connection, so it's important to make sure that I have everything just on normal files and documents. My fourth tip is to have a dedicated study space. Whether it is in your office or living room, make sure that it is a quiet and organized space. If there's any part where you want to invest in, it would be in a good study space. It should be a place where you feel happy, comfortable, and ready to learn. Also make sure that there is enough space for all of your study materials. When I started out, I really had it wrong. I had my book and I had my chapters and I started studying and making notes of my book. And on the final week, when I had like a few days left to submit my assignment, I would start it. And the problem here is that I would go through all of my notes, all of my chapters again, and then I would struggle to submit it on time sometimes. Always do your chapters and your assignments together. Basically, whenever I study, I would have 3 things in front of me: my study guide, my prescribed book, and my assignments. My last and final tip is to ask for help whenever you need it. While it may be constructive to look for answers by yourself, sometimes when you get really stuck with a problem, it's good to ask your online tutors for help. After all, you pay good money for these online tutors to help you, so rather than waiting, ask the questions. Anyways guys, thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel and like if you haven't already. If there's any questions or other things you'd like to ask in the comment section below, please do so. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.